Yo, if you ever see me promoting an affiliate link for protein or supplements or Gymshark clothing, just know I sold out. Just know I sold out and I started to give a fuck about life and becoming a influencer or some shit. But I'll promote tobacco and nicotine before I promote any garbage that I actually think is useless. Like people ask me, what protein do I take? Bro, I take no protein. My protein is bison, yak, antelope, elk. Fucking I ate bear not too long ago. Like I don't take supplements. In the winter, if anything, I'll take some vitamin D just because I live in Canada and 8 months out of the year it's dark, it's winter. But I take no protein after my workouts. I go to the gym fasted, just raw. I'm wearing the same clothes I've been wearing all week. Probably haven't showered in days. But I tell you what, I'm loading up that bar every time. I'm getting stronger every day, no matter what. You'll never see me in wrist wraps. I've never worn a belt, no knee sleeves. I'm going to that gym raw. I'm, I'm doing something. I'm moving around. I'm getting stronger every day. But yo, anyways, people always tell me I should start a podcast or something. I like to make voice notes. I used to be big on journaling, but I actually like to hear myself talk sometimes. So, also, I tend to do voice notes, and then that's what I'm doing here. So, yeah, I'll release this. A lot of people ask me a lot of questions, and instead of just answering them, send them a text or a voice note one by one. Some of the questions are actually good, and think some people may find it interesting. A lot of this is just me talking shit and just being myself, so some people will get triggered, some won't. A few people will stay. Loved by many, hated by many more. But I saved 5 questions. I have a notes, like I wrote down the questions in my notes. So if you guys have more questions you want me to answer, let me know, and we can do these maybe like once a week or twice a week. So I'm just gonna hop right into it. A lot of this stuff is actually just off the cuff. Like I didn't write it down. Just regarding my answers. So the first one is, what's the one thing that I do that nobody else is doing that I believe will matter most in 10 years? Um, what's the one thing that I'm doing that nobody else is doing? I mean, kind of everything. Like I don't follow trends. Um, it's actually fascinating. I live in Vancouver. It's such a trendy city, and there's like no individual style here. Like everyone's kind of like wears the same thing. Everyone has the Arc'teryx jacket, the Solomons, the Trader Joe bag, and that actually blows my mind that like I don't even think there's not a Trader Joe's in the city. I don't think there's a Trader Joe's in the entire country. So people are going across the border to get a grocery bag, bringing it back and trying to rock it as a fashion piece. I love this city sometimes. But yeah, what's the one thing that I do? I mean, my philosophy is very simple. Um, I love the sun. I love the water. I love just eating whole foods. I told you some of the things I eat: bison, elk. I love game meats. Um, I just do me. Like I learned from. That's the one thing people always like tell me like, "Yo, you need to post more on social media and do these things." Like I only post on social media when something comes to mind. Like I only post when I actually have something to say or something that I think is useful. Like I'm not grabbing ideas from other people. Like everything, like I'm not reposting other people. Like I have it kind of in my repost section. I'll post memes or whatever the case is, but anything useful, like it's off the dome. Like I really just think about it, or it just comes to me, or like the sun gives me a lot of knowledge, or I hang with people that teach me things, but I'm not like going around looking what other people are doing, like, oh, I should do this too. Let me gain some followers. Like I don't care about that stuff. The people that teach me most, like, shout out to my teacher, my brother, Billy Toro, El Toro. Like he teaches me a lot of things, and a lot of those things he teaches me, I don't post on social media because I just don't care about it. So really, whatever will matter most in 10 years, like whatever I'm doing will be trendy. Like I came to Vancouver and I was telling people about getting out in the sun, not putting on sunscreen, like take off the sunglasses, reduce EMFs. Like I've been wearing wired headphones for a long time. Now everyone's wearing them, and like I haven't owned a bed in like over 5 years. Like I've been sleeping on the floor. Recently I got like two little like foam pads and I just stack them on top of each other, put some bed sheets on there, but I haven't owned a mattress in years. And like that's now the cool thing where like everyone's like, yo, you should be sleeping on the floor. I've been doing that for years. Grounding my feet, putting my feet in, the water, on the sand, on grass, wherever the case is. Like these are things I've been doing for years, and like now it's starting to become trendy. So whatever I'm probably doing will become trendy. And people may say that's cocky, wherever the case is. It's just something I've seen for a long time, and it's cool. You don't even have to give me credit. It's all good. Next question: what beliefs did I hold 5 years ago that no longer hold up? Even when I'm wrong, I'm right. But I've been wrong about a lot of things. Like I was pretty big on peptides years ago. Years ago, before all these new ones have come out, whatever the case is. I didn't really try any of them. Like I tried BPC 157 a long time ago, but I took it for just to see. Like I took the pill version because I was injured, and I had some gut issues because I was eating like really bad dark chocolate. Um, a lot of like chocolate has heavy metals in them, and I used to just scarf down dark chocolate like there was no tomorrow. So it nuked my gut, and so I used some BBC 157 just to kind of like, not really as a quick fix, but kind of just to start the fix and then really work on nailing down the principles, which is kind of the opposite of what I preach. I think you should do the principles first, lay down the foundation, and if that doesn't work, then you should get into like maybe trying some supplements, wherever the case is. But yeah, I was early on the peptide thing years ago. Now it's big. Everyone's on peptides, and yeah, I just don't really believe in them that much. Like, are they useful? Yes, but everyone I know is on the same amount of peptides, the same ones. Like, they're like, oh yeah, like it's natural. Peptides are naturally occurring in the body, and you're just kind of adding more, optimizing it. No, like these peptides you're getting are synthetic. They're made in the lab, and they're not really regulated. We don't know what the long-term effects are, and so peptides were cool, but now everything's kind of getting saturated, and everyone's on them. So I'm not really into peptides, and if you can't tell, I'm really not into like supplements. Um, Not saying that they're not useful. Like I said, in the winter, I'll take some vitamin D. I even in the winter, I'll go outside and try to get some sunlight wherever the case is. But like I said, 8 months out of the year, it's cold and it's dark. So I'll still go outside. I'll do the principles. I'll lay down that foundation. I'll do everything that I can. I'll limit my blue light exposure. But on the side, yeah, I'll take some vitamin D. Next question. What does your body feel like when it's operating at its best, and how often are you actually there? So yeah, cat out of the bag. I'm a well, my how do I say it? Like I'm a hormone specialist. That's kind of what I do. It's not who I am. It's what I do. And everyone always asks me like, how do I optimize my hormones or whatever the case is? Like, Everyone's different. Everyone's different. For me, I can tell you what it feels like when my body's operating at its best. And that's when my workouts are dialed in, everything else just seems to be working out in my life. Relationships, business. Sorry, I had to stop the podcast. I've been living here for over a year in this apartment, and it's the first time someone's knocked on my door. Obviously, I didn't say anything, but anyways, yeah. So like for me, when I'm working out, everything just seems to fall in place. Relationships, business. I just feel good. Eating quality foods and just working on things I enjoy. But regarding the whole optimization thing, like, here's the thing. People think they can just optimize their hormones and just stay at that state for a long time. Like, they just want to, like, be there. They want to, for example, guys want to optimize their testosterone. And they think optimizing their T is going to fix everything. And it's not true. Like, you have to have a target. You have to expend that energy that you have towards something. So I'll give you an example. Like, I went to Alberta not too long ago for a family event. And I knew it was going to be kind of like it wasn't going to be a vacation. Like, this was my first kind of time off work for over 2 years. Like, I don't call in sick. I I show up regardless. And so I finally took a few days off, whatever the case is, 2 days off. And I knew it was going to be not hell, but I just knew that it was be a lot of running around and like it's not going to be really that organized because I didn't know what the plan was ahead of time. But anyways, like so weeks prior, I was just dialing my workouts, dialing in my nutrition, doing those things. Cause I knew that coming up, like I'm going to take some time off work and I'm someone who likes to keep going. And so it's to be kind of chaotic. And I got no sleep. Like last week, I didn't get anything more than like 24 hours of sleep. But I won't say my hormones were optimized, but my body, my state of being was optimized where I was like, okay, like I'm going to head into chaos and we're going to see what happens. Or I'll give you another example because maybe that didn't really make sense. A couple years ago, I came to Vancouver for Christmas. And my goal was always to move here before I turned 30 because I liked Vancouver. I liked the rain. So when I came here in December, mind you, I had a great job at the time, making great money. The gym I went to was the best gym I ever been to. People were great. Everything was great. And I came to Vancouver for the holidays. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pull the trigger. I'm just going to move here. I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to sell everything that I have. And I'm going to move here in 30 days. I'm going to give my 30-day notice on my apartment. And I'm going to fit everything that I own into one suitcase. And whatever doesn't fit, I'm not taking it. Mind you, I had a bunch of things at the time. I had a library of like 70 books, massive, flat screen TV, just a bunch of shit, bunch of clothes, whatever the case is. I had this beautiful couch that I absolutely loved. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to have to sell this shit. So I gave myself 30 days to basically downsize and just change my life. And I put that energy towards that and ended up being the best decision I ever made. It was chaotic. I mean, especially when I moved to Vancouver, I spent the first year really in kind of survival mode because it's just a new environment for me. But anyways, that's kind of, a long answer. But yeah, you can't stay optimized for long, but you have to expend that energy and you have to have a goal. So if your goal is to optimize your hormones, like great, but you should also have a goal. Your goal should be to expend it. And it's no different than like if you play video games, right? Let's say you play like Mario, right? You get to the end, the final level. Bowser's the final boss at the end of the day, wherever the case is. You, before you face the final boss, like you have to get your HP up, your health up. You know what I mean? Because you know you're about to expend it all on this final mission. And it's no different in life. So when you're optimizing your hormones or whatever the case is, I really don't even like the name optimizing, the term optimizing, but if that's your goal, you should have a target. And that should kind of expend all your energy. That's when you kind of know it's the right thing. Yeah, it's kind of lost my train of thought because that person knocked on my door, for fuck's sakes. But anyways, last question, the fifth question. What is my why? What is my why for the things I do? I don't know. Like, I don't really have a why. Like, I kind of just follow the path that God puts me on. I'm on that path, on that journey. Like right now, I'm a hormone specialist. I train people, personal trainer. I don't even like that term either. Like I hate labels. I hate I hate names. You know, like I really dislike my name. I dislike names in general because to me it's like a barcode. It's no different than a barcode. But my why is I'm just doing things I enjoy. I'm learning about things and then I just teach people what I've learned. And I only teach people who are actually willing to try it and are willing to listen. Like I turn down more people than I work with them, to be honest, because I just don't want to waste my time or my energy on people that are just gonna drain me at the end of the day. So like right now, yeah, like I train people, I help them, wherever the case is. But who knows? In 5 years or even tomorrow, I may just give it up and I can sit at the beach and write poetry and do art and study architecture. Like I just do whatever. I just do whatever that interests me, things I enjoy. So people think like, oh, like you have to have a why, whatever the case is. Like it's not really something that I care about. I learn things, I live them, and then I teach them. That's what I like to do. But when it comes to my actual, let's say my philosophy for health, let's say that. My philosophy for health is to do the things. Really, it's the same thing. Do the things that you enjoy. Like do what makes you happy. Like that. I feel like that is the highest level of health. Like yes, you should be training. You should be getting stronger. You should be getting more mobile. You should be like water. And I know it sounds very cliche, Bruce Lee, but water is really like the strongest and softest substance or liquid or whatever you want to call it out there. Like water shapes mountains. You know what I mean? Like every season, hurricane season, it just devastates cities. You know what I mean? But at the same time, water's very beautiful. It can be very calm. Nothing beats going to the beach and the water's just calm. And so I feel like you should be like water. You should be trying different things. You should be moving through life. I mean, yes, it's good to have a plan. Yes, it's good to have goals. I think you should have goals. But as well, like, you should just live. Do the things that you enjoy. Like for me, when it comes to like nutrition, it's 80-20. 80% it's dialed in. I'm cooking. I'm staying strict. 20% I'm having fun. I'm having donuts and cookies and muffins and I'm eating pasta, whatever the case is. And then when it comes to training, I want to make sure I'm getting stronger. That doesn't always mean I'm lifting the heaviest weight, but it means that like, can I get stronger in my movement? Can I get stronger in my mobility? Can I get stronger when it comes to that inner work that I'm doing? Like people think of strength as just like brute force, but that's not the case. And as well, it's about like, yeah, just having fun, doing the things that you enjoy. I like art, like architecture. Recently, I've been getting, more into poetry and things like that. Like, I think you should be balancing the masculine and the feminine side of you. And also, like, yeah, I just like doing what I want. I like saying what I want. Like, a lot of people listening to this is probably going to get triggered. But I'll tell you this, I promise you, and this will be probably the best thing I can ever teach someone. The highest form of health is just being true to yourself, being in alignment with who you are. I promise you, honestly, fuck the gym, fuck everything else. Be true to yourself at the end of the day. Like, and just express yourself. Like, I honestly think that's the highest form of health. And that's just what I'm doing. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm a student. Yes, I teach people, whatever the case is, and sometimes I'm a student teacher. But I'll forever be a student. I'll take being a student over the teacher any day because I love learning and I love trying new things and applying them. And one thing about me is that you'll never hear me say I can't do something. Like, maybe I haven't done it yet. I haven't done it yet, but I'll never say I can't do something. Like, me just saying that, me saying I can't do something just makes me cringe. So I'm not sure if I really answered the question. Honestly, what is my why? I don't have one. The biggest piece of advice I can give is just to be yourself. And yeah, lift weights, just move around, get out into nature. Nature is the best gym. Get sunlight, ground your feet, get rest. Have a 80-20 philosophy when it comes to nutrition. Hang out with your friends. Like, the most interesting people I've ever met, honestly, is just like random strangers. Like that guy on a park bench who's like old and rough around the edges. Those guys have the best stories. I love those guys. And I try to surround myself with the most fascinating people. Like, the people I talk to, like, if I talk to you on a daily basis, wherever the case is, I hang out with you, like, I actually just know I actually find you, like, interesting. Like, I have the most interesting people in my circle. Like, it's absolutely fascinating. And I wouldn't trade them for anything else in this world. Like, I have a small community, small friend group of people, men and women. A lot of the people I hang out with are much older than me, but they don't look older. They don't act older because they keep that inner child alive and they're able to stay true to who they are. So I'm living in, like, the most interesting life. Like, actually, like, when I tell people my life, like, it's actually pretty basic. I I work, I train, I study, I get the sun, I ground my feet, and I just hang out with people that I find to be interesting, and we share knowledge, we share life experiences, and that's why